to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Tough run there for Cam Akers, rookie out of Florida State. And while he has some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. From the gun to give to Henderson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
1st and goal at the 1.
Coming to you, coming to you. Tighten up, tighten up. Go, check, stand. Go. Check it back. Let's go.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Is good.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And now the Eagles going to...
Wow. Oh, shit.
Signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, my Lord,
It's
dog.
intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass, ball, ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Goff's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a run with Akers.
I ran it backwards. Why the fuck did I
And
do
this
that?
play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. 4th down
What?
now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
25-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. Quit talking about it. I'm waiting.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there.
Touchdown, L.A.! Van Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Eagles 14, Rams 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, this shit.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check, 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
That's a pick.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
That's a pick.
And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
By the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Goff. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd long. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Go, go, go. Trey 15, Trey 15. Check 59.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Zach Ertz.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, check 20 foot. Push. Lefty. Chandler, outside. Solid. Switch.
Here's the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year, Miles Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 3. Deuce. Ram. Lion.
Here's Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Sanders, the ball.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
Hargreaves on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
No. Check. Showing up. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Wentz going to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there. Goff to Kupp. 43 yards. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Goff. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Complete. Jefferson the target. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, You've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 15, check 15. Go, go, go,
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Strip that ball. 49, check 49. Great.
Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and quickly finding Rager. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
For Zach Ertz, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, kill, hey, 4-2, kill. Shift. Mike, 59. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he'll be hit
What?
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one? You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning them down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Goff. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a run with Akers. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Going right back to Akers.
The 16.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Akers, again, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Darius Slay.
They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
On fourth down, Goff. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
The tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, empty.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30.
This nigga dancing.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on, D. Check 59. Mike is 59. 5'9".
Throwing on first is Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike, check. 59. Double.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And there's another sack by Aaron Donald. No surprise to anyone. The 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He could have easily been the 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a true answer for him. And one of the best parts about his game, the way he uses his hands. And he credits his high school coach for teaching him that hand placement early in his career.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Eagles 27. Rams.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Jefferson.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Goff with a pass caught by Reynolds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
A gain of 11.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is recovered in the end zone. No time on the clock, and they're an extra point away from sending this thing to overtime. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and getting it in the end zone.
And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
On the play. out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One final try now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.